because you really shouldn't go to a man's house on a first date. I've heard about situations where the man went to the woman's house and cooked, and she had roommates, like a sister or a girlfriend. Are you ready? What's up, Fortress Brothers? It's Manny Brandon back with Manny's Fitness Fortress, the Citadel of Power. And once again, I got with me the Princess of Power. Guys, you might have seen the recent video that went viral, the Cheesecake Factory woman, the woman who refused to get out of her car to go to the Cheesecake Factory. That spawned another viral sensation. Women came up with a list of places they do not want to go on the first date. All right. Most of these places are food eateries, and about 22 of them are. Some are like bowling alley, whatever, but all of these places are places that you can eat at. So we're going to go with that in mind. This is a fitness and nutrition channel, so we're going to go with it. Ladies, whoever's tapping in, thank you for joining me. Check out my content every week on Fridays and Saturdays. Let's get right into it. Thing on this, that they got number one as the Cheesecake Factory. That's crazy. Do you consider that a mid-level, low-level restaurant? Like, I heard the Cheesecake Factory has really good food.
I think it's pretty good.
And shout out to Tyrone Magnus, because he was talking about it. Essentially, he said they actually have really good decor. I mean, most of the things, in my opinion, that attract women's interest in eating out is the place, is the food, but also the decor, how nice the place is. And they said it's very nice inside. Like the decor of the Cheesecake Factory is very nice. So I'm like, get out of here. What are y'all trying to clout chase? Every meal doesn't have to be $500. Cheesecake Factory, great place to eat. All right, the next one, Applebee's.
I like Applebee's.
Yo, 2 for 25 or 26, whatever that thing is. You get some pretty good rice. You get, I used to get the lime, the key lime, the lime rice with the lemon. And then I think the other, what came with that? Wings or something? Or chopped up chicken.
And rice.
Yeah, chicken and rice. They got good whole foods. Like, if you don't have time to make a complete meal for the family, you don't want to go to a really low-level toxic fast food restaurant like Burger King and McDonald's. Applebee's has really good food. You know, they got, I think, boneless and in-bone. They have both types of wings, boneless and in-bone wings. So, yeah, Applebee's, great drinks. I don't really drink like that, but it's a decent place to eat. It's not like, Seasons 52 or some of these other higher level restaurants, but there's nothing wrong with that. Applebee's is a great place to eat. All right, the next on the list is Chili's. I've never eaten there. What do you think about that? You know anybody?
Chili's, I've been there a couple times. They're okay. But is this the first date or just?
These are places they do not want to go on a first date. They refuse to, like, and the way it came across on other platforms is like most women feel that this is beneath them as far as the food eating places, like it's beneath them, like it's not good enough. But the first thing, you're just getting to know someone.
Right.
So you don't even know if you like the way that guy chews, or you like how he dresses, or if he's too short. You never seen him before in many cases. So I've heard Chili has pretty decent food. I've never been there, but that's like mid-level. It's not Burger King. It's not McDonald's. It's not KFC. So I say, why not? Chili's. The next one, Chipotle. Now, guys, Chipotle, before this stuff came about in the news about Chipotle, they're trying to say like the unhealthy meals at Chipotle. What was unhealthy was the packaging. That's like any food, guys. If you have bottled water and you let it sit out in the sun, even if it's a high-end water like Aquapana or Fiji, the sunlight affects the plastic bottle, and then it can make the water not unhealthy. Same thing with packaging that comes with food that's packaged and then goes into the restaurant. You take it out and prepare it. That packaging is unhealthy. Chipotle's food itself is very healthy. All right, it was like the poster child restaurant for bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts. Chipotle has really healthy vegan, carnivore, and even I want to say like Caribbean style options. So The establishment is very healthy. So Chipotle it's a good place to go for a first date. There's nothing wrong with Chipotle, nothing wrong with eating at Chipotle for a first date. What you think?
Chipotle is okay. I don't think it's as good as a TGI Fridays or
oh really?
Applebee's.
Rate it lower than that? They got more Whole Foods though.
Yeah, they do.
TGI
Their foods
Fridays
are
more like wings and. But as far as taste.
No, I like their food, but to me, it's more like closer to a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
But
female input. Olive Garden. I really don't get this one because I mean it's Italian. It's like really a lot of different wines there. Most women like pasta. I don't see why that's a wrong choice or wrong option for a first date. I don't know. You guys put down in the comments if you think Olive Garden is a wrong choice for a first date. That's like the place that everybody used to mention. Oh, he took me to Olive Garden. He took me to Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As a first date, you don't know the person. You don't know like how much mentally or emotionally they're invested. You know, the person might just be, they might have 15 people they're dating in a rotation. That might be just your one. Like, you don't know. Like, it's not wrong to do that. And any woman that's getting taken out to Olive Garden should not feel like he should have done better by me. Because it's a meal. A free meal is in no way a disservice, really, no matter where you go. But Olive Garden, it gets my vote. Number 6 place is actually the movies. All right. Now, this I agree. Because usually when you spend time, you know, on a dating app or on a phone, a couple hours talking, you still want to extend that. You want to get to know the person, the woman. You really can't do that during a 1.5 to 2 hour movie because you can't talk, anything like that. They have food there, but it's super high and it's only like limited to hot dogs, popcorn. And So yeah, I agree with that.
But maybe they're saying the same thing about the restaurants though, because when you go on a first date, and you go to a restaurant, you're sitting across from each other, and it's not like,
but you
know what I mean?
You
can talk, but it's mostly asking about this, asking about that. Like it's more like a interview type thing.
Oh yeah, it's still personal.
Yeah, so I can kind of see that if that's what they're saying. Is if it's that's why they don't want to go to a restaurant. But if it's just because of the food and the ambiance, I would go to any of those restaurants, but I don't know if they're just saying.
I feel like if it was just they don't want to sit down and eat at a restaurant for a first date, why they ain't putting really what they consider high-end restaurants on here on this list? You know, these are all mid-tier and or what they consider lower-tier restaurants. The next one, your house. Now this depends on the individual. 80-90% of the time, I say yes because women want to feel safe. You shouldn't go with a guy to his house on the first date. There's a twist to this. I have friends and I know people, guys that are actually great chefs and they actually cooked on their first date. If it's cooking and she's comfortable, yes, but I know 90% of women probably wouldn't. So as a rule of thumb, I'd say no, because you really shouldn't go to a man's house on a first date. I've heard about situations where the man went to the woman's house and cooked, and she had roommates, like a sister or a girlfriend. It really depends on the individual, but like for majority, most cases, 90% of the time, I say generally no to the house on the first date. So number 8, any fast food chain. We just named some guys. All right, I got a rule. I'll say I'll put these in that category: McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A has healthy foods though.
I know, but not for a date.
First date?
No.
To sit down and eat, the people come out and service you at your car before you do?
No.
Alright, so I say maybe the lower chain restaurants, no, because it's impersonal and the ambiance, like you said, is not up to par like that. So I can see that. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
There's one on Chicago Road. I've never been there, but it looks.
I like Buffalo Wild Wings.
I could kind of see the decor a little bit inside the restaurant, and the decor looked pretty good. Just like the windows driving by the complex that it was in, like the shopping center it was in. So never eaten there, but I don't see why. Most people love wings, especially on game night. I don't see why not. All right, Wingstop. Never heard of it.
Wingstop is more to me.
The West Coast one?
More to me like fast food. I'd rather go to Buffalo Wild Wings because at least you could sit. They have big screens in there. The ambiance is better than Wingstop. Wingstop is more like a fast food to me.
Okay. I've never even seen one. All right. Red Lobster.
Everybody always used to go to Red Lobster.
You know
like,
what?
he took me to Red Lobster.
I know. I'm going to say something about that. Red Lobster was like the go-to restaurant to mention where your date had taken you. Because, I mean, in the mid to late 90s, it was considered a great restaurant, like as opposed to McDonald's or whatever. But it's really a chain restaurant. As a matter of fact, it was a movie that I was watching, and another female conveyed to another female that no, that's a chain restaurant. It's not high end, but they have good food, good seafood, some protein options, and really good salads and stuff. And the ambiance is nice. It's pretty nice inside. The decor is okay. So it's not McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. So Red Lobster is a decent place to go on the first date, I would say.
I would say too, but I don't know. Maybe they're all of this, I think, is maybe for second or third date because, like I said, the first date, I don't know. It's just kind of.
No, let's continue. There might be some stuff on here that's not really eat. Like most of these places you can eat at. So next they got a buffet.
Buffet now.
You got a BBL? Hey, listen, that depends on the individual. I know some full-figure ladies that like to get it in, get that eat on, get the most of the bang for their buck. They might like that. But as a rule of thumb, most women probably. I mean, you got an endless variety of food, but that's very informal and very like, yeah, it's not classy. Like I wouldn't consider it like a first date. Yeah. So that reminds me like a buffet is almost like a family barbecue or something. So I say no. Then next we got IHOP. Man, I love breakfast anywhere. Some first dates are in the morning, depending on the individual. Like if they are a breakfast person, you might go there and get it in before you guys agree to go to a gym. That could be like one part of the first date. Go to IHOP before or after a gym. That might work, But as far as status, no, I don't really know like 20 different top tier 5-star breakfast places. But as far as status, no, it's not my first choice as a first date. But if you like, being active and meeting in the morning, it's not a bad choice. What do you think?
I think IHOP, no. To me, that's like McDonald's or.
Yeah, it's definitely on that status of what's not really high end.
Denny's is just like IHOP.
Yeah.
Right?
But Denny's has good food. They have actually rice and fish a lot. They have actually fish. Better whole food options. They have better whole food options than IHOP.
I think whoever made this list wanted to be more impressed or something.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
More impressed, you think?
It's like all the places that, like I think that I deserve. I'm worth more than this to spend my time on a first date. But
first
if you get a free meal, I mean, how
First date probably shouldn't be at any restaurant, actually.
That's one point of view. This is actually a popular one, this next one. The gym. Hey, listen, guys.
I can see the gym first.
I said most of these that you gotta eat at, most gyms have a smoothie bar nowadays that serve more than smoothies. Your other fitnesses, your I don't know about Planet Fitness, but your Edge Fitnesses. But the gym is a great first date. You know why? Because you can say, all right, let's go through a workout. You can actually see how disciplined the woman is. How you can see how willing she is to listen and learn and communicate with you. what she likes, what she doesn't like, her comfort level with you? Because the gym is...
I think it's a more like a casual date.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You're trying to get to know somebody, so I wouldn't mind going to the gym first date.
Well, I know a lot of women have. I've seen this where you guys are walking and say, "No, I don't want to go work out on my first day. I
know.
Want to eat."
A lot of ones don't probably want to work out because then you get all sweaty, your hair get messed up.
Yeah.
And then they see like,
they see the cute
like,
What's the truth? Hold on. You get all sweaty if you go to a gym and they see the true you, and that might deter them from going out with you again.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
The gym is like,
I don't know about.
You open up a little bit when you get sweaty.
I know it's a more casual date, but I don't know.
Number 16, church. That's a tricky one because unless you've been talking on the phone for
right, because you might not even have the same religion
or what your affiliation is.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a church function that's like sponsored by the church, like bowling or something like that, like a recreation youth thing that you might not have to attend service per se.
I don't know about church. You got to get to know a person better, I think, before you take them to church.
They do have some great after service desserts though. I was a monster. I used to eat all the cake.
I mean, it's good to invite somebody to church, but I don't think of it as a date.
Yeah, right. First date, yeah. All right, Starbucks. I know a lot of people that like, listen, would you like to meet me for a drink? Would you like to meet me for coffee?
Mm-hmm.
People that don't drink alcohol.
I think that's actually better than going to a restaurant, actually, because it could be short and sweet. Like if you don't know the person, or if you're trying to get to know them, it could be longer. But it could be short and sweet if you don't like the person. Drink the coffee and go.
Yeah, that's a lot for you. They use it that's like a great tool, catalyst to kind of meet somebody.
Yeah, I think it's a good
personality, and then like everybody likes coffee or tea or some type of brownie or Danish or whatever they say. Like Starbucks has something that everybody eats. It's people that don't like coffee.
It's like a quick date if you don't.
Plus, if you get along, a lot of business people go there. They got Wi-Fi. If you actually connect, you can keep carrying on conversation.
Right, and then maybe go to dinner after that, after the coffee, or make a date to go.
Where did we go on our first date?
I'm not sure. I think the movies.
The movies?
Because we're both big movie fans.
We're both big movie buffs.
So,
you guys can see my movie, passion in my content. But, So after that, it says coffee dates in general. That was number 18 after Starbucks. I don't know why they would.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Unless you're like going on you still got to sit down and drink coffee. Ice cream dates.
Let's go get some ice cream.
I did an ice cream mukbang on this channel, y'all. Check it out. Me and her and I are in it. Ice cream dates, that's dope. Because one day, we went, what was it, last month? There's a place over here near where we live. And I think it was like a last minute decision too. They got some crazy, very unique flavors. And we went, and I was supposed to eat something else and said, skip that. I was like, oh my goodness. Hey, way too much, but it was fire. It was fire, guys. Ice cream, I think, is a great taste choice because you can go to ice cream parlor, whatever. A lot of them are outside with picnic tables. You can stand, sit, or drive away. You can eat an ice cream cone while you drive. It's not like a plate. So it's like many different variations of how you
That's probably just like the coffee. It's a quick date if you don't
right
really like the person after you talk to them for a little bit. Yeah,
that's true. There's some interesting choices on this list. So we got family functions, barbecues. Family functions, what kind of family you think?
This depends on the situation, I guess.
I would think as a first date, they used to say you don't really take a person to meet your family. If it's somebody in your life like your mom, dad, what's going on, Chelsea, what's going on, Brad, and you having a picnic or maybe a family reunion, I have seen that where somebody because places or family events where you eat where you eat, family reunions, barbecues. I've seen that. Once again, it depends on the person, but if you're dealing with a girl who's like kind of like, you know, an introvert, she might not want to meet your family right off. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think that might be a little too personal.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, too soon.
I think so.
All right, next after that is family. We did family fun. Movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and chill.
At home? No, because that's going to the person's house again. Heck no. Not if you don't really know them. Like,
yeah. Her and I Netflixed and chilled at the restaurant because while we were waiting on our order, I was watching Hulu Netflix on my phone.
Oh my goodness.
But check it out. That's very similar to going to the person's house, Netflix and chill. Like, if that's the expectation of what both of you want, but I'm like looking at this from a concept of where you can eat, and you can eat at most of these places. Like I said, you can eat at his house, but as a first date, 90% of the time, you're not going to go to a guy's house. It's not a good idea as a first date. So after that, we got somewhere that requires a long drive. Now I looked at this too. That's I'm looking at like two ways. Like a lot of people don't want to sit down for a long time in a car, or this joker might take me somewhere and hack me up away from civilization.
I know. That means you're going in the car with him, or taking in two separate cars, maybe?
Yeah, I think they mean like in the same car, a long drive, yeah.
No.
So, yeah, no. That's a no. Next one is bowling. I like this for a couple reasons. Bowling has pool tables. Every bowling alley has pool tables, which I love. Most women love this play. Even if they can't shoot that well, most women like pool tables, like to shoot pool. They have alcohol, wine, beer. I'm not a big drinker, but they have that. They have food, not just finger foods. They usually have wings, hot dogs, other things like that. And the area where you bowl, the alley, the lanes, are like always equipped with a table. You know, the digital scoring pad where it's usually multiple people you can interact with.
I think that's a good date because it's like a fun activity to do.
Right.
Instead of, just sitting here talking to each other.
And I find that like a lot of women, if they're going bowling, they're not used to it and they're not good at it. They still have a really good time laughing and at their gutter balls.
Great conversation about it and everything.
But after that, nightclubs. Definitely no. That's crazy. Because think about it, a lot of people meet each other at nightclubs and lounges. Yeah. Why would you want to go back there as a first date? I don't know. I mean, that's just me. Yeah. It's smoky, it's dark, it's loud. Right. You really.
I mean, some people like to go dancing, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah,
first date.
There are some nightclubs that are large where they have, good music and dancing, and they have a separate section for like eating, sitting down. That might work. It depends on what the woman wants, but as a first, because you kind of find out like what each other's likes and dislikes are in conversation before you go on a first date. You should be anyway, with some initial conversation. So I would say no in general. And that one is only 25 is a hookah bar. A hookah bar.
A what?
Hooker, but they wrote a hookah bar.
What do you mean, like a stripper club?
Yeah. Definitely not.
That's for wild ones, I guess.
Yeah. That's like off the chain, like out of the box, like that's a totally, that's definitely no. The last one on this list, guys, number 26 is a bar for just drinks. Okay, so hookah bar, I guess, is like strip club, drinks, extended stuff in the back room, but a bar just for drinks, I mean, that's almost like you can get
some people, I guess that's the same thing as for people that drink coffee or tea. Yeah. Some people drink alcohol, so maybe.
I've seen this a lot, not just in movies, but in real life. Friends I talk to, the executive types that after work in the office, let's meet for a drink, a hard day at the office or stressed. That's because there's people in business suits and, women and men in suits that do that. That can totally control their alcohol. That are not alcoholics, but that's just how they unwind after a hard day. So I can see that. So that's it. That's the whole list, guys. I just want to reiterate that, like, I think a lot of women that make this list. I think a lot of the eating venues on here, they were chosen because they think that they deserve to be taken to more extravagant places than these. But some of these places like the Cheesecake Factory has very good food, very good food. So I mean, you got the best of both worlds. You got desserts. Like I think they do have.
They want you to impress them and spend a ton of money.
Right, but at Cheesecake Factories, you got little,
Cheesecake Factory.
What do you think comes out before the meal?
Appetizers.
Yeah, right. You got all that, and desserts and real food. But yeah, I think you can still impress a date. Not go bottom of the barrel, impress her without emptying your entire wallet. And the thing is, if you're dating a woman of substance.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter because you're trying
to. It really shouldn't matter.
If you like the person, you're just trying to get to know them.
Exactly.
So, I mean.
And who knows? You can go to season 52 on a second date. Season 52, I'm giving that as an example because I ate there one time. I was in North Jersey at like a bodybuilding show at a hotel, and the food is amazing. And now I just found out that I didn't know this, but at the time that they serve a lot of organic and whole food nutrition. All those platters and the restaurant, options are organic and clean foods, and that's one of the reasons for the upscale prices. And of course the decor is really, really nice. When I went like 7-10 years ago, whenever that was, the wine glasses hanging from the entire circumference of the bar overhead, and they had a strawberry wine. I'd never seen that before, with actual strawberries inside the wine glass. Like it was very upscale, and the food was very delicious. But guys, that's it. That's my take on it. That's our take on it.
Yeah.
Be sure and subscribe if you like this channel, if you like this content. Hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and drop comments, questions, suggestions for new video ideas. All the content is released on Fridays and Saturdays. I want to thank you guys for checking in with me, all you ladies. Also, you guys, I want you ladies to drop comments in the comment section about what you like to see, because we have a lot of women's content on here too, hair health, nutrition, skincare, stuff like that. But thanks for watching. You got anything else to say?
Just be careful on all your dates, I think.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Safety first in 2023. Yeah, definitely.
No matter if it's the first or third.
Exactly, yeah. Till you really get to know the person, yep. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Manny's Fitness Fortress. Give me some of these.
They're a little salty.